Hi, Twin Flames, and welcome to your weekly energy forecast for your Twin Flame, for you. And as always, our last card is the next steps that you can take in order to speed up your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's get started with your Twin Flames card to see what they're thinking, what they're feeling this week, and what's going on in their life. And we have Be Authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So this week it feels like we have an even deeper unmasking when it comes to your twin flame. They're willing to let go of any masks they've been wearing, especially in their relationships or in how they've been showing up emotionally. A lot of times when we've been hurt in the past, we can put up a mask, like we don't care very much or that we're not very interested, because showing interest can feel very vulnerable. And it can even feel like opening up the door for somebody to take advantage or manipulate us. So this could be the place where your twin flame is coming from. They're really trying to avoid the past hurt from repeating itself in your current connection. So they had been pulling away because of that. And that's not a rejection of you, it's not a sign that you did anything wrong. It's just that twin flame energy can be very intense, and you were designed to mirror each other and mirror each other's wounds for the purpose of healing. So, this is why they've been feeling that even more intensely with you. But it's a good thing that this is coming to the surface because this sounds like a week of self reflection for them, and it sounds like they'll be called to have courage and be more authentic, be more honest about expressing their needs, expressing their true feelings. And also, I feel like there could be an element of people pleasing here because when we want to be liked, of course, we end up resorting to people pleasing, but that's not a very good thing for us in the long term, or even when it comes to your twin flame journey, because when you people please, you're not your authentic self, and therefore your twin flame doesn't find that attractive. So this week expect to see a resolution when it comes to people-pleasing patterns that your twin flame had. And that's a reflection of you and your own healing, of course, when you're being more honest with yourself, in your relationships, setting the right boundaries. That's what your twin flame is going to reflect to you. You are a team. It's not like you're two separate beings, two separate people just, doing their own thing and maybe you're gonna, come together one day. It doesn't work like that. You're always working together as a team. Your inner shifts and your inner work influences your twin flame and vice versa. And that's a really good thing because when you're working on yourself, at the same time you can trust that your twin flame is also working on themselves, and that's what leads to your union in the physical. Next up, we have your week ahead, and we have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. And that's always a beautiful card to show up here. The child on the card is very happy. Everything is beautiful. So your main challenge this week is trusting what you can't see yet, especially if the 3D feels very confusing or like things are stalling. Maybe they've stopped, they've frozen. Maybe you're no contact, you have no idea what's going on. And faith is a huge part of this journey, actually. A lot of times you won't see the changes that are happening until some time has passed. And that's okay, because that's the point of this journey, to trust yourself and your heart. And if you just had proof constantly and if you could see every little thing, that's not actually faith. That's, logic. If you don't trust what you see, that's, stupidity. Because it's right there, it's right in front of you. The real challenge and the real virtue here is being able to trust in your relationship with the divine, in your relationship with your intuition, without seeing everything fall into place yet. And that's the only way you can keep going, because if you allow yourself to get discouraged by every little thing that you don't see in the 3D, you aren't going to go very far on this journey. And you're not alone in this. So many twin flames who manifested their union, myself included, we had to go through many times, many seasons on this journey where the only thing we could trust was the inside. and our own actions, our own choices. I'm choosing to heal, even if I don't see any shifts in my relationship with my twin flame yet. But I'll just keep going because I trust my healing. And because we didn't give up, that's how we arrived at the end result. So that's also very important to remember. The only way to never reach union is to give up on the process because you got discouraged or because you didn't see things moving yet. And the truth is, especially if you're first starting this journey, you aren't going to see many changes right away with your twin flame. For many people, it can take a little while for the outside to catch up with the inside. And at first, you will definitely notice the shifts on the inside in the way that you approach things, in the way you think, and how you feel about your life and your connection. But on the outside, you might not notice many things moving yet. And at first, then it's going to be little things. But those little things, they add up and they build a good foundation. But if you give up somewhere along the way, of course, you're not going to reach the big changes. So even if you don't feel certain this week, make sure that you're choosing to ground in your faith. Keep choosing love over fear over and over again, because that's the way forward. That's going to lead you to where you want to go. You can't do this without faith. And last but not least, let's see your next steps. What is it that you need to do to speed up your harmonious twin flame union? And we have turned on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Another beautiful card. This week you will be guided to reconnect with love. Not just, rationally in your mind, but also in your body, in your energy, in pretty much every area of your life. You might even notice this kind of nostalgic energy because, things might be coming up, recalling the past, maybe, oh, how nice it used to be back then. And at first it might feel sad for some of you, like, oh, my life maybe used to be much better in that area. But this actually calls for deeper reflection and, whether it really used to be better in that area, or maybe it's the rose-colored glasses, or maybe things aren't that good in that area at this moment because things are realigning and you need to let go of something that wasn't aligned with your soul in order to reach something better. But the process to get there, it can be messy. It's not always pretty. You might see on social media all these people, like they're on their twin flame journeys, they're on their spiritual awakening journeys, and everything looks perfect. They're meditating in nature, they're having like their green juices or whatever. Everything is so aesthetic, so beautiful. But really, that's entertainment, actually. It's not really like that. There's so much of it that's really not aesthetic. There's a lot of deep inner work that needs to be done, a lot of soul searching. And of course, most people are not going to show that because it's so vulnerable. But, if you feel like your twin flame journey is a mess and everybody else's is so tidy and so perfect and so aesthetic, that's not actually true. And, you're not alone. Again, all of us who are on this journey, we go through dark nights of the soul. We go through, a whole crisis when we need to reevaluate what's important, who we are. And that's a part of the process because we need to let go of what is no longer aligned in order to welcome what is meant for us. And the next chapter in your life is going to be all the more beautiful because of that, not despite that mess. And if things right now appear hopeless or very dark, you're not sure how to get yourself out of this card is a reminder that your harmonious twin flame union already exists in your heart. It's your natural state of being. Right now, you're in the process of remembering that because the world, ego, all those things, they're getting in the way. But as you keep saying no to those things and you keep saying yes to the love in your heart and you turn toward that love over and over again, that's an invitation for your twin flame to join you. And that's how you can remember and embody this vibration. So don't let yourself be discouraged. Allow yourself to remember the good times. Don't despair. And trust that even more good times are coming to you. So this is all I had for you, my dear twin flames, this week. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.